We strictly follow modern health rules. Buy the low-fat yogurt, force down a large breakfast, and monitor our cholesterol numbers. Yet our obesity and heart disease rates continue to climb. If we are doing exactly what the guidelines tell us, why is the population so chronically sick and tired? Many foundational rules of modern health advice originated as corporate marketing campaigns rather than rigorous biological science. We can trace the money behind 3 major nutritional directives to see how the pursuit of profit altered the human diet. Our chronic disease rates reflect a profitable economic system designed for continuous consumption. The idea that breakfast is the most important meal of the day began as a marketing slogan to sell cereal. In the early 1900s, John Harvey Kellogg created cornflakes at his sanitarium as a bland food intended to prevent moral decay. His goal was behavioral control, not metabolic optimization. In the 1940s and 50s, the Kellogg Company funded campaigns and paid doctors to endorse cereal, embedding the idea that processed carbs were essential for a productive morning. During this same era, scientist Ancel Keys published the 7-country study, asserting a link between dietary fat and heart disease. This scatterplot shows the data Keys actually possessed. He studied 22 countries, but cherry-picked only the 7 that supported his hypothesis. When all 22 data points are included, the correlation disappears. After the government adopted these recommendations, food companies removed fat to comply with the new guidelines. They replaced it with refined sugar to make the processed products palatable. This graph shows the result of that diet. A breakfast of refined carbohydrates spikes blood sugar first thing in the morning, followed by a steep crash an hour later that triggers hunger and cravings. Replacing naturally satiating fats with processed carbs created a population of chronically insulin-resistant people who require frequent snacking, serving the food industry's bottom line. As heart disease rates rose alongside high-sugar diets, the medical establishment focused its attention on total cholesterol as the primary culprit. However, heart attacks occur with surprising frequency in people with normal or low cholesterol levels, suggesting that total cholesterol is an incomplete indicator of risk. Diets high in sugar and seed oils can trigger chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, which physically scours and damages the interior of the arterial walls. While a healthy diet cannot be patented, drugs that lower specific biomarkers can. The pharmaceutical industry focused on the cholesterol correlation to bring statins to market. Statins now generate over $20 billion a year by lowering a single proxy number, often without addressing more critical markers like insulin resistance or inflammation. Prescribing medication based solely on a total cholesterol number creates a business model centered on lifetime drug subscriptions. Consumers seeking a solution to chronic fatigue often turn to the $50 billion unregulated supplement industry to fill the nutritional gaps. This perceived deficiency stems from a diet of manufactured, highly processed foods that lack the natural micronutrients found in whole foods. A handful of multivitamins cannot reverse the metabolic effects of a diet centered on pizza and energy drinks. Certain targeted supplements, such as vitamin D, magnesium, and creatine, show benefit in modern indoor lifestyles when used strategically. Beyond those specific cases, investigations have found that nearly 80% of store-brand supplements contained none of the listed ingredients, relying instead on cheap fillers. The industry relies on the belief that the human body is inherently broken and requires a constant supply of manufactured powders to function. This cycle illustrates the modern health ecosystem. The processed food industry creates illness, pharmaceuticals manage the symptoms, and the supplement industry fills the nutritional void. This loop is sustained by corporate profits, with little financial incentive to recommend natural health practices. Once you understand the role of inflammation and insulin resistance, you can take control of your health outcomes. Replacing low-fat box products with nutrient-dense, single-ingredient whole foods like meat, eggs, and vegetables addresses the metabolic root of these issues. Shifts like eating only when hungry, moving your body daily, managing your daily stress, and prioritizing deep sleep allow the body to function as intended. Realigning your life with human biology produces the natural state of health that corporate marketing cannot provide in a box.